So, today I'm going to talk about something that I don't really talk about with people. So, bear with me if I'm emotional because it's the first time I ever shared this. I'm going to be reading you guys this thing I wrote. And so, let's do this. It's called Lost But Found. I wrote it a couple months ago. It's basically have come to terms of where I am now. I'm happy, I am content, and I'm ready to share this with the world. So, like I said, it's called Lost But Found. And here we go. Just the intro. I was born on I was born on November the 2nd, 1999. I was conceived at a party. I don't really even know why. My brother's name was James. He died, but we will talk about that later on. I was told that when I was brought home that my grandmother wanted to hold me and my brother also. There was this picture of my brother holding me and every time I look at that picture, it makes me feel happy because I feel as though he is still here with me. I really love to sing and dance and act and sing. Um, Throughout the story, you will get to know me more. Sorry, that was kind of loud. Let me turn my ringer off real quick. Some vibrate. Okay. So, home. I always love to be home because when you are home, you are always surrounded by family. The family I had consisted of my brother, mother, my stepdad, and I. My real father was not always around. My mother and father was married when they had my brother, but when they had me, they were divorced already. Yep, so I was born out of wedlock. I always wanted my dad and mother to get back together. That that somewhat happened, and I was excited because they were my parents. It didn't last long, though. My dad was on drugs, really bad, and my mother had colon cancer. So we moved to Abilene, Texas, her hometown where she was born. We came around Christmas time of 2015. At that point, she was really sick, and I didn't know. I still stay in Abilene with my aunt, who is helping me throughout everything. I am grateful for her taking me in at a bad time. It was really a bad time. There was a lot going on, family issues here, family issues home. It was Christmas time. It was actually very snowy here for Texas. Abilene was like we had like snow on the roads and everything. So like it was really bad. It was like not a great time. There were Christmas shopping, doing this, doing that, and so it was, like I said, a really bad time. The next one was called Lost. On January the 2nd, 2016, my mother passed away from colon cancer. I didn't realize how sickly she was. I left the room. She was in 212 at Hendricks Medical Center because it was too much to bear. I walked to the lobby and sat and prayed that God didn't take my mother away. I guess God had other plans for my mother. My mother and my aunt and one of my cousins came to get me. I walked back to see my mother had passed on. The feeling of loss came over me. I didn't know what I was going to do. I sank to the floor and screamed for my mother. I was numb and felt like I was going to throw up. I still remember that day because it is etched inside my brain forever. The other time I felt lost was when my brother, who was also my best friend, died. It was on January 11th, 2014. My mother got a call from St. Joseph's Medical Center that had told her my brother had gotten worse. Excuse me. He was in a diabetic coma, and so we went to his room. And when we got there, they told my mother to make a choice, either to keep him on life support or to pull a plug. She chose to pull a plug. My brother was my brother was already brain dead. The doctor had explained to my mother. I didn't know if she chose to keep him on life support. I don't know if she had chosen to keep him on life support, that he would still be here. Only God knows that. I watched my mother suffer through that and cancer, and I was there through it all. After she passed away, I tried to kill myself because I felt alone as well, as if I wasn't good enough to still be here. I went to Betty Hartwig where they helped me through my depression. I have bad temper problems, but I learned how to control it. Um, it was very hard. 2016. Um, I tried to kill myself like a couple of months after she had passed away. It's been like back and forth sometimes, but I know that things will get better because I've seen things get better. I have gotten better. I have moved on from what was holding me back. There's some stuff that was holding me back, that was making me angry, and I prayed and I let go. I forgave a lot of stuff, and it led me to something that was the best decision I ever made. The best decision. I will never go back to being the same person I was before. I am glad of the after me, the person I am now. I can say that I am more happy. I can say that I am found. And so my last part is found. After all I have been through, there there is after all I have been through, I found out there is hope out there. That hope is God and Jesus. I started to lean more on His works and His doing because I found out that I couldn't do it myself. I was in need of His help. I now work with elementary school children at an after school program. I found that is something I want to do. I found out that something I want to do is to give back as much as possible to God and His people. I smile because God is always there no matter what. I am 18 now, and I am living proof that through Jesus and God you can do anything. I am so humble and grateful for the blessings that He has given me and the blessings that are to come. I am His son and He is my father, no matter what. I have given my life completely over to Him so He can work my life to His desires, not mine. I am alive again in the body, heart, and soul of Christ. I am reborn again. Thank you, God. Bless thy holy name. I am found again, and you have found me when I was lost. I am so happy I found you, God. I am truly happy that I found God to all this. I am grateful that through some stuff, I can see through His eyes and give it to Him. I don't have to do it alone. I can be myself. I can be happy. I can be free. I can be who I was before. I'm not. I sometimes I still have my depressed phases, but I found there is this one person, my cousin. He's 14. He stays here with me. He stays here. And I remember when I tried to kill myself, he was the first person to grab the knife from me and say no. He's like a little brother to me. And we do everything together. We play WWE together, real life. Not playing not playing any video games. Like we play WWE in real life. We are very close, and I tell him a lot of stuff. Like last night, I was walking down the street. I started talking to him, and telling him what's been going on with me and how I need to change and how I need to do stuff differently. And I know that through like praying and listening to Christian music, that stuff gets easier. I'm not saying that I don't still think about my mom. I cried the other night about my mom. But I know that she's in a better place now, and I know that she's looking down on me. She's proud of the person I've become. That I've become. And I feel like this is a video to do this too. I've been bullied before. I've been hurt. I've been raped before by someone that was very close to me. But I don't let that define who I am. I know who I am. I am a son of God. No one can ever take that away. For all the people that are struggling, hurting, don't know what to do, don't let no one take away your peace, your joy, your happiness from you. Because if you do, they have won over you. Do not give them that power to win over you. To win over you. Don't ever let someone have that power. I don't let them have the power over me. I choose who I want to follow, and that's God. I choose God. So even if you don't believe in God or whatever your whatever is your religion, pray. Pray. You heard the song Sam Smith, pray. Like, this world is bad enough. Just pray. Pray for world peace. Pray for your well-being. Pray for your mother's well-being. I hope that anyone that has cancer, I'm hoping that they beat that or they don't get taken too early from their family because it messed me up for a while. But I'm back and I'm happy and I'm free and I'm you guys, you just don't know, like that's the reason I make music. I made some music while I was depressed, but yeah. Now when I make music I'm happy because I get to make music. I get to write songs, I get to cover, I get to do this, I get to do that, I get to be me. You know what I'm saying? What's your poppin'? I get to be who I am. I'm just gonna tell you guys this. Stay true to who you are. Don't let no one tell you what to do. Because if you do, it's gonna wreck you inside. You're gonna feel like you're worthless, you're nothing, you're not meant to be alive, but you are meant to be alive because if you wasn't, God would have never put you on this earth. You are worthy. You are worthy. You are you are somebody. For all the people that feel like they're worthless or nothing, that's been raped, that's been treated badly, abused, anything, you are worth it. Like, I know so many people watch 13 Reasons Why. I watch 13 Reasons Why. And it's a great show. It's triggering to some people. It triggered me. Honestly, it triggered me. But, no. You know what I say? Don't be that person that sits around and watch people bully. People do this, people do that. Don't sit back and watch people get bullied. Because if you do, you will feel guilty. Some stuff in that show is true. I know the truth. God is the truth. Read upon what you need to do in those situations. Go online, type up Bible verses for bullying. I'm pretty sure there's some Bible verses on that. Be the person who stands up and speak. Be the person that makes a stand. Be the person that is what people need. Because if you don't, you are going to regret that for the rest of your life. Now, I'm gonna leave you guys on this little note. It's a little happy note. Little happy note. Oh, this little happy. Okay. I'm happy for you. Know that I am. Even if I can't understand, I take the pain and give me the truth. Me and my heart will make it through. If happy is her, I'm happy for you. Oh, tell me you love me. I need someone on days like this. I do. On days like this, oh, can you hear my heart say?